Hey guys, in this video let's discuss some of the advices or comments Newbros shouldn't listen to while playing Monster Hunter. The first and most important one is about a weapon tier list. If it is for a parody or something like that, yeah, we all have seen those videos, and they are unjudgeable. But the issue here comes when newcomers try to check that kind of video while they are choosing a weapon. If that is the case, let me tell you that more often than not they end up turning into "this weapon is best because it is flashy," rather than properly explain advantages, disadvantages, the ways in which they are used, and other much more important details. Unfortunately, this kind of misinformation can turn into future comments like, "if you're not using XYZ weapon, you're trash." And let's be real, few people really understand how to use effectively every weapon in the game. Something similar happens with the following question that Newbros tend to ask: which weapon is easy to use? Of course, if you ask this to someone who uses the Charge Blade, let's guess what's going to be recommended. Yes, you guessed it right, the SNS. The deal with this question is that in Monster Hunter, almost every weapon is easy to use. Literally, you can learn one or two basic combos and rush through the game with that basic knowledge. If you ask me that kind of question, I will answer asking you other things like, which weapon attracts your attention, or which kind of gameplay would you like to have? Because sure, while on essence most of them are easy to use, mastering them requires a lot of time. Some are really agile and need precise inputs, others that perfect opening to hit really hard, others are clunky as heck, but you can stay on defensive the whole hunt, so do not limit yourself to a specific weapon. Give them a try in the training room, in some hunts, and decide which attracts your attention the most. This leads to the third point. If you're not using meta builds, you're trash. While it is cool to know which build is effective to deal a lot of damage or be as efficient as possible against certain monsters, let's be real. From all the world of possibilities Newbros have and should try, you will hear plenty of things like, if your build is not meta, you're trash. And let's be honest, more often than not people have no idea how to effectively use those builds. But just because they have them, they feel like speedrunners, and it doesn't work like that. It's better if you learn how to make builds and try different things. Maybe you feel much more comfortable with a peculiar group of skills. Another comment Newbros shouldn't pay attention to, it's the classic: you need to get good. Okay, let's be fair. There are multiple ways to say this. If someone wants to help you get better, probably they will recommend you to try other things. Tweak your build, practice some more against the monsters so you can learn their openings and things like that. If that is the direction of you need to get good, then yeah, no biggies. However, most of people say this because it became popular to randomly say it to someone who messed up. While people can say whatever they want, the most important thing here is don't get discouraged. I know players who need many tries before they can complete a quest, but they don't back down. On the contrary, they have a lot of fun in the process, and that's the whole point here. Going down in this ladder, another comment you shouldn't pay attention to is, this game isn't for you. We could say that about maybe up to Generations, as they were clunky, gimmicky, and demanding on many other things. But let's be real, since then they have become much more available for lots of people. Regarding difficulty, you can be the judge. If you want a challenge, you can always do something dumb like my no armor runs. But that is not the point here. Monster Hunter in general has a steep learning curve because there are a lot of details, and they don't explain all of those things. In my case, I still remember how I came back to the franchise after some time, and damn, I was clunky as heck. I was getting carted left and right in dumb ways, but that never discouraged me. At the end of the day, it is all about practice. After a lot of hunts, I'm sure you will start to grasp little details to get better and better. And last but not least, don't use defensive skills. If you're proficient in the game, yeah, it is fair to go after some more damage, affinity, or things to end faster. But if that is not the case, some extra defense can help you a lot, as they are useful if you're struggling to get past certain challenges. It is fair to say that there are some caps in defense, where after certain numbers it makes no real difference. But the thing is that there is no shame in running a build that has guard, guard up, defense 7, divine blessing, and whatever extra you want to add. At the end of the day, are you the one who's playing the game or your neighbor? Those are some of the things Newbros shouldn't listen to. Remember that Monster Hunter is a game. Have fun while playing it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.